Okay, number 2. On a shelf, there are 3 novels and 2 comics books. Okay, there's 5 books. A book is chosen from the shelf, and after reading, it is written before the next book is chosen from the shelf. So we know that it is independent event, which is not related. Okay, the first event, the first trial and the second trial is not related because the book is written. Okay, this process is repeated 3 times. Okay, if X represents the random variable of choosing a comic book, if X represents the random variable for choosing a comic book from the shelf, construct a tree diagram to show all the possible outcomes. So we see here we have 3 novels and 2 comic books. So the probability of choosing a novel, so to choose a novel, we have 3 out of 5 because we have total of 5 books, right? And then to choose comic books, so we have 2 out of 5. This one is the probability of choosing novel and comic books. Okay, so dia kata the process is repeated 3 times. So 3 times. Okay, X represent the random variable for choosing a comic book. So we are talking about comic book, right? Construct the tree diagram. So we have to know our X first. So here we know that our X is equal to, so we see here 3 times choosing comic books. So you might either get none of comic books, you might either get 1, 2 or 3. So A, tree diagram. So this one is the first trial. So first trial, so I just use comic because we are talking about comic book. So I'm using C, and this one would be complement of C. So to get a comic book and not getting a comic book. So this one is 2 over 5, which means this one is 3 over 5, right? Because there's only 2 outcomes. So this one, N plus C is supposed to get 1. Right, so this one is the first one. And then second one, I hope we have enough space. So this one is C, not C, C, not C, and again C, not C, C, not C, C, not C, got C, not C. Okay, where we know that when we are choosing C, it's 2 over 5. This one is 3 over 5, 2 over 5. This one is 3 over 5, 2 over 5, 3 over 5, 2 over 5. 3 over 5, 2 over 5, 3 over 5, 2 over 5, 3 over 5. So it wanted the outcome. So here the outcome. Alright. So the first root you can see it's C, C, C. So this one is C, C, C. So this one is C. So this one is C, C, and this one which is C, C, and complement of C or C prime. So this one C, C prime C. This one is C, C prime C, right? And then C, just now C, C prime C, and then C, C prime, C prime, C, C prime, C prime. And then, so, okay, done with this one. And then we are going another root, which is C prime, C, C, C prime, C, C. And then we have C prime, C, C prime, C prime, C, C prime. And then we have C prime, C prime, C, C prime, C prime, C, my god. And then we have C prime, C prime, C prime here. C prime, C prime, C prime. I hope you can see. So we are supposed to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 outcomes. Okay. B1. Find a comic book only once. So the easier way would be to use the formula. So this one, probability of choosing P R is equal to NCR PR QN minus R. So now we are talking about comic book, right? So P is supposed to be comic book and Q is supposed to be not choosing the comic book. So we can see that our P is equal to 2 over 5 and our Q is equal to 3 over 5. Okay, but we can also see from our tree diagram, because we have constructed. I will show you when we see from the tree diagram and when we just use our formula directly. So we see here, if the event of we are getting comic book only one, so this one is CCC, so 3 times comic book. This one 2 times, so this one is only once, right? No, this one is C 2 times, so this one is once, because C prime, so once. So this one is 2 times, because C prime is not yes, so this one is not yes, not, so this one is once, and this one is also not yes, so 1. So there is 3 times. So the probability, this one is C naught, C prime. So we know that C is 2 over 5, so this one is 2 over 5 times, this one is 1, 2, 3, and C prime is 3 over 5 plus the second one. You can see that this one is C prime, which is 3 over 5, so C is 2 over 5, and this one is 3 over 5 plus, and the third one, you can see that this one C prime, which is 3 over 5, sorry, C is 2 over 5, and C, this one is C prime, C, sorry, C prime, C. Okay, so you are supposed to get 54 over 125. So this one you get 54 over 125. But if you are using the formula directly, you can just get n is equal to, so how many number is being collected? 3 times, right? So n is equal to 3, CR is equal to 1, and then you have P, which is 0, and then you have P, which is 2 over 5. So this one, the power is 1, because this one is R is 1, and then you have 3 over 5. This one, the power is 3, minus 1 is 2, right? So you will get 54 over 125, which is similar when you calculate from the tree diagram. But obviously this one is the easier one, but you can use either one. Okay. So second, a novel 3 times. So novel 3 times, so it's either C prime, because C is getting a comic book, so C prime is not getting is equal choosing a novel, so it is equal to this one. So here, when you have probability of C prime, it is equal to, this one is 3 over 5, right? Times 3 over 5 times 3 over 5, which is equal 27 over 125. So here, when you're using the formula, so P, X is equal to 0. Why X is equal to 0? Because we are talking about comic books, right? So a novel 3 times, that means you didn't get to choose the comic book at all. So it's supposed to be 0. 0 is the number of getting a comic book. So just substitute inside the formula. So N is equal to 3, CR is equal to 0, and then you have 2 over 5. 2 over 5 power of 0, because this one and this one is the same, and then you have 3 over 5. 3 minus 0 is equal to 3. So here you are supposed to get the same, 27 over 125.